Hi guys, I'm back. So, are you ready for some advanced English grammar? I hope you are. So, let's say a few things about the inversions, which I like to call emphatic inversions, because as the name suggests, the emphatic inversions or just inversions appear only to emphasize. So the reason why a speaker or writer who use the emphatic inversions would be to emphasize, not to add any extra information. So the issue here is stylistic, right? It's not about extra information, as I told you. But what is an inversion? Well, an inversion is an interrogative structure. So you see something that looks like a question, but the context is affirmative and emphatic. So at the end of your sentence, there will be a full stop, not a question mark. And this is what makes the difference and attracts the listener's ear or the reader's eye, right? That kind of paradox. So, but how do they appear? What makes them appear? Well, emphatic inversions are triggered by specific words or expressions. And what kind of words or expressions are these? Well, first, negative adverbs of frequency. When I say negative adverbs of frequency, I refer to those that show a weak habit, right? So normally the adverbs of frequency are positioned uh, behind the verb. But when those adverbs of frequency appear at the beginning of the sentence, right, they trigger an inversion. These adverbs of frequency are never, seldom, rarely. So let's see some examples. Never, here it is at the beginning, did he come to meet me, which means that he never came to meet me. So here I see a structure that seems like a question in past simple, but it's not a question. This is why when I analyze it in a normal sentence, you see that my verb again is in past simple. So never did he come means he never came. Or seldom do I listen to classical music, which means I seldom listen to classical music. Here I see again something that looks like a question in present simple, but it's not a question. 3, rarely have I watched such an interesting film. I have rarely watched such an interesting film. Here again, that have I is something that looks like a question in present perfect this time, but it's not a question, right? It's affirmative. What else triggers an inversion? B, expressions that show impossibility or unwillingness positioned again at the beginning of the sentence, right? Expressions of this sort, you can see some of them here, like no way, that means it's impossible, under no circumstances, I don't want to do it, on no condition, I don't want to do it, unwillingness, on no account, I don't want to do it, unwillingness. So on no condition, right? And here's the inversion. Would I give him my car? Unwillingness, eh? I don't want to do it. Or no way has she finished, inversion, the project. It's impossible. Under no circumstances will they come for with us. They don't want to, or for some reason it's impossible. Third, inversions also appear after a group of short phrases that start with the word only. For example, only then, only after, only if. But what is very interesting here is that those short phrases because in reality they start something like a temporal or a conditional, are followed by a second sentence. The inversion appears in that second sentence. So look at that. Only after first verb. She told me, affirmative, no problem. The truth, comma, second sentence. Did I talk to her again? Only if you finish first verb, affirmative, no problem. Your homework, will you go out? Inversion on the second part. Only after they had taken a nap, nothing special, did they continue painting the house, right? So very interesting. In this case, with these expressions, only then, only after, only if, the inversion takes place on the second part of the sentence. Is there more? Yes, there is. D then. So the words so, neither, or nor also start an inversion again on the second part of the sentence. So I can speak English, and so can John, can he? Right? It's like a question. I didn't have lunch, nor did Jim, did he? Peter doesn't play the drums so well, neither does Mary, does she, right? So guys, these are the inversions. They are a very interesting grammar phenomenon, very nice to use it, to emphasize. It's very formal. It's a good idea to use it in essays also, right? Or if you want to say something, you know, in a intensified way. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. See you soon, guys. Bye.